वीडियो स्टार्ट कर दो. Yes. Draw a triangle ABC in which BC is 7 centimeter, angle B is 75 degree, and the sum of remaining two sides, beta. We are not given AB or AC individually, but the sum is given to be 13 centimeter. It's an important question and it is asked for 3 to 4 marks in exam. So you need to pay attention to it. The step 1 would be, we will draw BC equals 7 centimeter. So let us first of all draw BC 7 centimeter. Children, make sure the figure has to be labeled, well labeled. So whenever you are drawing a line segment, just immediately write 7 centimeter. Otherwise later you will forget. Now what is next step?
Ma'am, draw angle 75 on B.
This would be step 1, to draw BC equals 7 centimeter. Now in step 2, we have to draw 75 degree angle at B. So for 75 degree, 75 is the bisector of which two angles?
90 and 60.
90 and 60.
Right, 90 and 60. So I will be drawing arc of 60. And to draw 90, I need this also, 120. So first of all, 60 and 90 we need to bisect to get the 90 degree arc. It has to be dotted as we just need it as a helping tool. Okay. After that, the next step is bisect 60 and 90 to get 75 degree. Let it be X. Any ray, name it X. Okay. So this is going to be step number 2, that we need to draw this BX as 13 centimeter. All right. Now step 1, 7 centimeter. I'm repeating. Step 2, 75 degree. Keep measuring, writing here. This is our step 2. Okay. And this should be actually, let us call this step 3. Okay. So step 3 is marking an arc. You have to mark an arc of 13 centimeter. Let that arc be X. Let that arc be X. Now step 4, if we have marked X as 13, there must be a purpose. But there is going to be a purpose in each and every step. Keep telling yourself the same. So in the next step, what we are going to do is, we are going to join CX. What we are going to do is join CX. This is our step 4. What is step 4? Join CX. Now children, in the next step, see, I am telling you whatever you are doing has a purpose. So if you have joined CX, so there is something to be done about CX. In next step, in step number 5, what we have to do is, we have to draw perpendicular bisector of CX. Perpendicular bisector of CX. Do we know how to draw perpendicular bisector?
Yes, ma'am.
One time, keep at X, draw an arc. This is the line segment. Please look at the board, all of you. This is the line segment whose perpendicular bisector has to be drawn. So one time, keep at C, this side arc, this side arc. Yes, beta? One arc this side, one arc that side. Using the same radii, same radius, keep at X. One arc this side, one arc this side. Up, down, up, down. See, when it is like this, we mark like this. Now this line is tilted. This line is not horizontal, not vertical, but horizontal. So one time this side this, and join this perpendicular bisector. Okay. Now understand the important point. Wherever this perpendicular bisector is meeting BX, that is going to be your point A. That is going to be your point A. Join ABC, and this ABC is your required triangle. Why? I will justify. First, you reach till here. Step 6 is mark A where perpendicular bisector meets BX. Okay. Step 7. Join AC. Join AC. Thus, triangle ABC is the required triangle. This last concluding line is very important to write. You must write that this is the required triangle. You need not write steps in the exam, children, but this statement has to be there. Now let us see the justification that why we are saying that ABC is the required triangle. Let us see the justification. Please see. Children, we needed a triangle. Look at the board. Understand, you may draw later. We needed a triangle in which BC should be 7. That is justified. We needed a triangle in which angle B should be 75. वो भी हो गया. Then we need AB plus AC. That is, sum of these two should be 13. Now, children, just see here. Is CX is a line segment whose perpendicular bisector is drawn. Do we have A as a point on the perpendicular bisector of CX? Do we have A as a point on perpendicular bisector? Yes. We have just done a result that any point on the perpendicular bisector is going to be at equal distance from the end points.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you done this result? That any point on the perpendicular distance bisector should be equidistant from the end points. So using that, we get AX is equal to AC. And we started with this AB plus AX is 13. That is how we started. And now we are saying that AX is nothing but AC. And why we are saying this? What is the justification for this? What is the reason for this? Because any point on perpendicular bisector is equidistant from endpoints. Yes, beta? Children,
Yes,
see
ma'am.
if you have with this explanation, you don't have to write justification, you don't have to write steps in the exam. I've written all these things just for your understanding. This is the statement that you must write in your exam, that this is the required triangle. Also, it must be well labeled. 7 centimeter, 13 centimeter, 75 degree, all these things should be mentioned in your construction. Is that okay?